Hi, this is Dan Elder. Welcome to this video about vertical text inside Milestones Professional. To get started, we're going to use some vertical freeform text. So to add some freeform text, I'm going to use the T tool here on the toolbox on the right side, and then just click anywhere on the schedule. You're not going to want to click inside a cell because then you'll start editing the cell text. But if I just click on the schedule somewhere, for example, I can just start typing. Just say freeform text, and then I'm going to switch to my arrow tool to select that text, and you can see it says freeform text up here, and I can change the angle in the selection tab right here. So 90 is going to be vertical, kind of going upwards, and then -90, it's the same thing, but the text will be going downwards. And you can see there's a couple other angle options there. But for the vertical text, that's kind of how you set it up with freeform text. Now to set up vertical symbol text, what we're going to do is click on a symbol, and then add some text here. So say symbol text, and press that little apply text changes button right there. And then you can see the symbol text gets applied to that symbol. I'm also going to choose this option right here, draw text at angle. And so that's going to draw it at a 45-degree angle by default, but I can actually change this angle if I go to the Tools tab and click on the Edit button under Program Options. Then you can see down here at the bottom there's angle for angled symbol text. So I can change that to 90 degrees and press OK. And then you can see that symbol text is now kind of vertical there on that symbol. And just as a side note, if you do want to make all of those symbols have the vertical text, you can see once I've got this symbol selected, it's going to highlight that symbol in the toolbox. So I'll double click on that symbol in the toolbox. And then I would go to text and date properties. And then you can see an option right here, draw text at angle. So that would change the default for that symbol. And then any text you add to any of those start symbols is going to be drawn at the angle. And now I can talk about vertical column text. So if you have a column that you want to use, you can skip ahead a little bit, but I'm just going to go ahead and insert a new column. Insert tab, new column, and I'll just say text. And then that's just going to insert a blank column right there. And you can see my freeform text actually just stayed in the same spot, so I can just move that. And to make this text vertical, we actually want to select the whole column, so I can just kind of hover near the bottom of the column heading, and then click when I see that black arrow. And then you have an option here, cell text. So you can have it kind of left justified, centered, or right. And I'll just say -90 centered. And so now if I start typing here, it should kind of go vertically up. So I'm going to start in this column cell right here. And I'll just click kind of twice on the cell and type some cell text, and then click that Update Cell Text button right there. Okay, so I guess -90 is actually downwards, which is fine. I can go back and select that whole column and change that. So right now it's -90, so I'll just change it to 90 degrees centered. So now you can see that cell text is vertical, and I could probably change the text size if I want to make it a little bit larger, for instance, or maybe a little bit smaller. Just a side note with vertical column text, sometimes you will have grid lines on your schedule. So for example, if I did have grid lines on my schedule like this, press OK, you can see the grid lines will kind of get in the way there. So what I can do is just select the cell, and we have an option in the cell selection tab to hide the bottom grid. So that's going to hide that grid line. Same thing up here. I can say hide bottom grid. I'll get rid of that line. And I can also select each cell and kind of change the background color just so it matches a little bit nicer, and kind of shrink that column down, and that looks pretty good right there. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit our website at kidasa.com and email support@kidasa.com with any questions. Have a nice day.